Bill number 49. Resolutions reported by committee.
House Concurrent Resolution number 5, Representative Hall and others, to urge the United States Congress not to adopt House of Representatives 1 on the 117th Congress.
The question is, shall the resolution be adopted? The chair recognizes Senator Gavarone.
Thank you, President Huffman. I'm proud and happy to stand before you and my fellow members of the Senate to speak on behalf of House Concurrent Resolution 5, sponsored by Representative Thomas Hall. This legislation urges the United States Congress to reject House Resolution 1, a bill designed to take away control from the states and give the federal government authority over how elections are run. In many states across the country, there are severe election issues that are being addressed through numerous pieces of legislation and reforms. Ohio does not have nearly the problems that the states like Georgia, Michigan, Arizona, and Pennsylvania have. But we still need some common sense reforms, and I'm sure that we, the state legislature, will get to that in the future. And I'm more than happy to have a discussion on what reforms would be best for Ohio, but that's not why we're here today. We're here today to discuss the merits of a bill designed to take control of elections from the state legislature and deliver to the federal government. It's important that only state legislatures should be working on conducting elections and election reforms, just as we have since the early years of our founding. We don't need politicians in D.C., particularly those on the far left who drafted this legislation, who do not have the time or expertise to tackle state issues, making decisions about how Ohio runs our elections. In addition to the obvious unconstitutionality of H.R. 1, it's nothing but a partisan wish list. H.R. 1 would force all states to legalize ballot harvesting, allow taxpayer funds to be used in campaigns, and it advocates for Washington, D.C. statehood. But worst of all, it bans state voter ID requirements supported by 80% of Americans. These provisions would erode voter trust and creates an even greater lack of confidence in results, thus inciting chaos and confusion to our election process. H.R. 1 passed by the slimmest of margins in the United States House of Representatives. It actually received bipartisan opposition in the House. But right now, Democrats control the chamber, so it made its way over to the United States Senate. To make it to the president's desk, the measure would have to meet a bipartisan threshold of 60 votes in the United States Senate. In fact, just to have a debate on the issue, the proposal needed another bipartisan threshold of 51 votes. Fortunately, just yesterday, the bill officially died after failing to get the necessary 51 votes to continue debate. And even if it received the votes for debate, it would have been well short of the 60 votes required to be sent to the president. Some may say, well, it failed, so why are we voting on this resolution? And the answer is pretty simple. I believe the people of Ohio deserve to know where their legislators stand on a federal takeover of elections. A no vote on this bill is a vote in support of abdicating Ohio's right in the Constitution to conduct elections the way we, Ohioans direct line to the government, see fit. A no vote on the bill is a vote in support of ballot harvesting. A no vote on the bill is a vote to support taxpayer money going to fund political campaigns. And a no vote is a vote against simple ID requirements that prevent fraud in our elections. I'd like to thank Representative Hall for his work on HCR 5, the United States Senate for their sound rejection of HR 1, and all who have educated Americans on the disastrous effects on the poorly designed and partisan House Resolution 1. Mr. President, I support an on-the-record vote to determine where members stand on a federal election takeover, and I thank you for bringing this up for consideration.
Thank you, Senator. The chair recognizes Senator Maharoff.